Welcome back to Play Action Fantasy Football here. This is Jonathan. We're going over Week 7 running back rankings, and it's going to be a good one. There's a lot of injuries going on here, so there's going to be some other people stepping up. You see some new names on this list, so I'm pretty excited. Let's get into it. We got number 1, Christian McCaffrey, as always. He's going to be number 1. He is questionable. Not too sure if he's going to be playing or not. This is Monday that we record, so again, you got to keep a watch out for that throughout the week and see how that's going. Now, number 2 is going to be Kenneth Walker, the highest up he's been yet this year against Arizona. Terrible rush defense. They're number 30 in rush defense. I think he's an easy money this week. He's going to be getting a lot of points there at number 2. Number 3, Josh Jacobs at Chicago. Again, a great matchup. Chicago is number 28 against the rush. I think that leads for Josh Jacobs to get a lot of points this week. Number 4, Alvin Kamara. That's another very easy money at home against Jacksonville. Jacksonville is a decent run defense, but Alvin Kamara, it doesn't matter. He catches passes. He can run the ball. He gets the ball in many different ways and scores. So Alvin Kamara is a solid number 4. Number 5, Raheem Mostert. He's going to have a very good week. I mean, Achen's out. They have Jeff Wilson, who's coming off injured reserve, playing behind him. They're going to be relying on Mostert heavily this week at Philadelphia, who has a good rush defense, but Mostert's definitely going to come out on top of that one. Number 6, Austin Eckler, coming back off injury at Kansas City. Number 6 against rush defense, a good rush defense. I think Eckler, he might not be the prime form of Eckler, but he's still going to have a good week. Definitely getting you a lot of points. They're going to throw him the ball, easy PPR points. Definitely a good spot there at 6. Number 7, DeAndre Swift at home against Miami. DeAndre Swift in Miami, I think it's going to be Eagles in Miami. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game, so I got to put Swift up there at number 7. He's going to be getting a lot of points. Pacheco there at 8. I debated putting him higher. I think at home against the Chargers, struggling defense. This is most definitely the week where Pacheco has a very good day. Definitely get him up there in your lineup. He's getting a lot of points this week. Number 9, Travis Etienne at New Orleans. New Orleans has a very good rush defense, or else Travis Etienne would be a little bit higher. The good news about Etienne, he catches the ball a lot. Great for PPR, great for getting points. So he's going to be there at number 9. Number 10, Saquon Barkley at home against Washington. Saquon Barkley, easy money per usual. Against Washington, who has a good run defense, I would expect Barkley to get above average amount of points, being back in full go now. But I wouldn't expect him to be putting up, over 30 points. Number 11, Kyren Williams. He's questionable at home against Pittsburgh. I shouldn't say terrible, but they do not have a good run defense or defense in general. So Kyren Williams is going to be right there at 11. He's definitely going to be getting points if he does play. We're not too sure if he's playing. Again, this is Monday when we record, guys, so we're not too sure exactly how it's going to play out the rest of the week. Definitely want to keep an eye out on that and see how it goes. Number 12, Bijan Robinson at Tampa Bay. Bijan Robinson shown over and over. This is his offense. He's going to be getting a lot of the carries. He gets a lot of points every week, so he's very solid. Tampa Bay has a good defense, so I wouldn't expect him to have his best day this week. However, he's still going to get points. Number 13, Brian Robinson. It seems like the Robinsons are always right next to each other, the B. Robinsons. But Brian Robinson at New York Giants, bad defense. I think Brian Robinson comes back to where he was at the beginning of the year this year and kind of steps it up against New York this week. So Brian Robinson there at 13. Number 14, Ramondre Stevenson at home against Buffalo. It's going to be a battle there. I think Stevenson's going to be a part of the battle. He's going to get in the end zone. It's getting cold up there, so just expect Ramondre Stevenson definitely to have a good day. Number 15, Javonte Williams, who honestly could be higher, but we'll see. Against Green Bay, number 29 against the rush. I don't see them stopping Javonte Williams very easily. I think Javonte Williams is going to have a good day. Obviously, the Broncos are going to be giving him the ball a lot, and that equals nothing but fantasy points. So Javonte Williams there at 15. Alexander Madison at 16 we have at home against San Francisco. Madison, he definitely could catch the ball and run the ball very well. So I do think he's a good number 16, but not quite anything more than that against San Francisco. Has a good defense. Justin Jefferson is out for Minnesota, so that's looking good for Madison, which puts him right there at 16. Number 17, Aaron Jones, who is questionable, coming off a bunch of injury the past couple weeks. So we will see how he plays, if he plays. Again, we're recording on Monday. Keep an eye on it. I think Aaron Jones is projected to play at this point, and so I think he's going to have a good day at Denver, worst defense in the league. He has to split some carries with A.J. Dillon, especially coming off this injury, so that's going to put him down there at number 17. Number 18, Zach Moss versus Cleveland. Zach Moss is a good running back. However, Cleveland is one of the best run defenses and defenses in general in the league, and they're very impressive. So I don't see Zach Moss having an amazing day. He's going to be right there at 18. I think he splits a lot of carries with Jonathan Taylor, so it's going to be hard for Zach Moss to really get anywhere higher than that. Number 19, David Montgomery, questionable at Baltimore. David Montgomery, it's not looking that good for him. Again, it's Monday. We'll see how it plays out. But I think that if he does play, he's going to have a good game. Not one of those crazy David Montgomery games you will see sometimes. So he's going to be there at number 19. Going to number 20, we have James Cook at New England. James Cook is very inconsistent. He's shown that he can be very good, and he's shown that he could do nothing. So it's going to be a tough one for me. He's going to be there at number 20, although he could go higher. Against New England, who doesn't have the best defense, he could have a good day, but I wouldn't expect anything too crazy from him. Number 21, this one, he has not been on our top 25 yet. There was only one running back from this team that has been there, and that's Nick Chubb, and he's been injured the past couple weeks. So it's about time we slide Jerome Ford up there at number 21. Against Indiana, who has a bad run defense. I think Jerome Ford is going to be looking good this week. He's going to be putting up points. Don't be afraid of getting him in there in your lineup. Number 22, A.J. Dillon. Again, we talked about that, touched on it a little bit with Aaron Jones. A.J. Dillon is complimenting Aaron Jones if Aaron Jones is playing, but they're both going to be receiving a good amount of touches against Denver. Terrible defense. Look for A.J. Dillon definitely to be getting points there. 23, Tyler Algier at Tampa Bay. This one was a tough call. Tyler Algier, a little hit or miss, but more hit than miss, in my opinion. I think that he can definitely get that Atlanta offense flowing, give him a little another dimension. But against Tampa Bay, who has a good defense, I don't see it being a great day for him, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. He's a solid there at 23. Number 24, again, I'm throwing another Browns running back in there, Kareem Hunt at Indiana. Again, I think against Indiana, the running back situation for the Browns is looking very good against that team. So Kareem Hunt is going to have to be there at number 24. He's going to be getting at least 10 points this week, and I could bet on that. Number 25, Jonathan Taylor. And I should say last but not least, number 25, Jonathan Taylor at home against Cleveland. Very good run defense. Splitting carries with Zach Moss, I think Jonathan Taylor could start getting more and more carries, but at the same time, it could also go the other way towards Zach Moss. So we're going to have to wait and see exactly how it plays out for Jonathan Taylor, but you got to throw him there at number 25. And that's going to do it for our Week 7 running back rankings. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Jonathan. Go like, follow, comment. Please comment. We like hearing what you guys think. And yeah, have a great fantasy football weekend.